Good morning, everyone. Allison Carlson here doing my daily Facebook Live to help you with anything about health, nutrition, chiropractic, exercise. Today, I want to talk to you. One, give you an update on my son Glenn and his ankle sprain, and then also talk to you about how your mindset plays a role in your health. So, if you're watching live, comment below, say hashtag live, say hi, tell me where you're from. If you're watching the replay, write hashtag replay. Let me know any health questions, concerns. I just keep adding them to the list, and when you'll just be kind of like the next in line. So, and then I'll tag you when I answer your questions. So it's a super easy way to get some quote unquote insider information on whatever questions you have. So Glenn's ankle is doing really good. He, Wednesday night, if you remember, we had him playing soccer in the backyard, kicking the ball around, doing a little bit of agility stuff, very light. He was out there for like maybe 20-25 minutes just to see how it would feel. So then Thursday morning we checked in. Does it hurt? Any increased pain? Swelling? And we kept icing. Wednesday night after he did some activities. Thursday morning again. Then Thursday night, he went to soccer practice, and he did really good. He said he didn't feel apprehensive or have any pain. We iced afterwards again, and all the while we're still doing all the essential oils that I had talked about. So specifically that adaptive to help with the stress and the deep blue for kind of that muscle component, just in case there was any inflammation from the increased activity. We're still doing the supplements. So supporting his adrenals, we're supporting his ligaments, and the vitamin C also helps with his immune system, kind of stress to the system, and the ligaments as well. And the bone broth, if you see him around, ask him about his opinions about bone broth. So Thursday he went to soccer practice. Friday he went to cross country. Now at cross country he only ran 2 miles because his coach and I kind of talked about it, and we just wanted to see how he was doing. He said it ached a little bit, but not his words, not enough to talk about it. Typical 13-year-old boy, right? And then he had a soccer game on Sunday. He played. He said he felt a little bit unsure about his ankle at times, but he was fine. Again, we iced it after all of this stuff. So he's running in a cross-country meet today. He's been given the green light to just go for it, which is super exciting. Now, I want to tell you about a patient that I had years ago. Typically with ankle strains, you tape them. Athletic tape, it's a really tight taping. You bind that ankle so that it can't move as much to protect it. I apologize. This is truly live. My dog wants me to play tug of war with him. And so years ago, I had this gentleman who was probably in his 40s, and he basically was like, if I sneeze, I sprain my ankle. And he said, I could be walking down the street and I step on a crack wrong and I sprain my ankle. My ankles are that weak. So I tape my ankles, I wear a brace every day. And he exercised a lot. And when he would exercise, he would tape his ankles. And this is a guy who has a desk job, who is very physically fit, but he would sit all day and he would still tape his ankles. And so he had come into the office for other reasons, but when we talked about his goals, he told me that he used to run and he really loved to run, and it would mean the world to him if he would be able to run again. And so I said, okay, we can do that. And I said, oh no. I had doctors that told me I was never going to be able to run again for the rest of my life. So we adjusted him over the course of treatment. We adjust his ankles, we adjust his knees, we do strengthening exercises to get those muscles and ligaments to support those joints. And I said one day, after probably 3 months of treatment, I said, all right, I want you to go for a run. And he would go for a walk, say like 2-3 miles every day. And I said, I just want you to go during your walk, run for about 250 yards. That's it. And then let me know how it goes. Okay. And so he came back and he was like, I went for a run and I didn't have any ankle pain. And so we got to talking about this run, and basically, hi Megan, so good to see you this morning. But basically on his run, every step that he would take with that foot, he would think in his brain, does my ankle hurt? Does my ankle hurt? Does my ankle hurt? And I told him, I'm like, you got to stop. You just got to run. You got to, smell the roses, right? Look out on the horizon and see what's going on. If you are constantly going to go for a run and look for the pain in your ankle, the pain will show up one way or another, whether you're so focused that you trip and then your ankle hurts, or you're just going to find it. So I was reminded of that patient with Glenn because the orthopedic told Glenn that he was going to be out anywhere from 1 to 6 weeks. And Glenn never wavered. Bless his heart. He said, Mom, I give you 1 week. You need to fix me in 1 week. And so when he said that, I said, all right, we're doing a lot of things. So think about it this way. If you're crossing the street and you trip and fall in the middle of the street, and there's nobody else in the street, there's no cars coming, there's, nobody's watching or anything, you're going to sit there and go, oh my gosh, I hurt my ankle, I sprained my ankle, right? You're going to notice the pain. But if you're crossing the street and you trip and fall and there's a semi coming, you're going to get up, run to the other side of the street before you notice that your ankle hurts. So this is a very good lesson in the power of the brain and what we allow to happen to our bodies. Okay, so we used partly with Glenn's ankle sprain the power of the brain. The whole week I was telling him this is his first injury he's ever had. He does a ton of strength and conditioning exercises. He is set up for success if anything like this happens. He's very strong. I never said to him, oh, honey, you should just lay down. Don't do anything. Yes, there was some babying of him because he needed to give the joint a break, but I never acted like this was a season-ending injury. And he has healed up beautifully because he was not only committed to do what it takes, but his mindset was determined to get back as quickly as possible. So this is my daily reminder. Check our brains. What are we allowing that shouldn't really be in there? And how can we kind of create a pattern interruption or change our thought process so that we can actually manifest the things that we want? So I'll be back tomorrow talking about more things about health and chiropractic. Thanks for listening, guys.